Hi there. So let's talk about today. Let's say, let's say you are basically most of the time alone behind that screen and look in those charts. So let's talk about who is other side that screen and what is really important thing to realize. The weight of the trading mindset to development trading mindset is, most likely you're sitting here alone watching those screens doing the back testing, and but other side is what we have to realize, that the person who is other side wants your money. Like, that's bright and clear. But if we're going higher in that level, is we have institutes, banks, like crazy companies, and we have to understand those companies, they have huge budget, trillions, billions and trillions. And now the very big thing to understand is they are not alone there. They are teams with the billions and billions and trillions, teams against you. So now you're thinking, okay, I want to make some profit. And now is the point to know, like, how you go against those people, teams, because otherwise you're gonna lose. And not you only lose money, because if those teams gonna beat you down, when the market makers gonna beat you down, your mindset is going lower. You're losing months, maybe even years, most likely. And you're going much lower in your strength or discipline, because they, like, imagine you're in a boxing ring, you are in other side, and market makers other side. They gonna beat you down. You're dropped down, your face is in the floor, and the market maker still beating you. So now is the point. Do you stand up? Do you face the challenge? Do you face the monster? I think so. It is a very good point. That's mean how strong your mindset has to be to win here. You have to be a warrior. You have to have mindset to taking risk and just step further, taking risk, step further, learn, put your body in the new positions, then you can learn, lose, learn, stand up again, and keep going and keep going. Now is other thing to realize too is, if you wanna just try it, or you wanna go all in. Because for me, if you wanna just try it, don't try it. Like, if you want to go all in, you have to go all in. That's a tough part. That's a very tough part, because that's the path of loneliness. You have to discover yourself and found yourself, and doing loads of work by yourself, because you have to discover yourself, who you are and where I am. And the other thing is the spiritual path. What is most likely for me was the most important thing, to actually connect myself with my spirit, my body, my mind. I have to connect those things to have ultimate trust between those things. It's like when you start thinking about something, and then you're thinking again and thinking again. So most likely you already lose it. Let's say you want to take the trade, and you already double thinking about that. So there is the point. You're no discipline, no patient enough, and you don't trust yourself. Because if you trust yourself, you just wait. When everything plays out, why you have to rush? Why you have to I need make money, and that's the only thing what is in your head. Thing what's happened is you're gonna lose at least 5 years in your lifetime, and in the end you're gonna be much more miserable when you was in the starting point. Trading is a very tough game, especially if you are you want to win that game. But if you want to win that game, you have to be much more patient and disciplined, and you have to see more than market makers. You have to see what is behind the market makers, how they think. It's like in the boxing ring. You not punch where the opponent is. You're gonna punch where opponent gonna be now in the next punch. He make the punch and you make the punch. So where opponent is landing now after that punch, there is gonna be your next punch. You have to think one step ahead. Same with the market makers. If you see something, it's like, don't lose your head because, oh yeah, I see that thing. Be patient, be calm, and be disciplined. Just wait more. And even if you see more, wait more. And even if you see more, wait even more. And even more and more and more and more. And then you're gonna take the action. Because you have to understand the other side is not only market makers. The other side is tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands persons, people, individual people, and they all have different emotional feelings through the day. There can be like 10,000 people who are going, they trade are in the stop loss, so they are much more anxious and a little bit maybe even angry and sad and fighting each other. And the other 10,000 people are maybe super happy because it's sunny outside, and maybe their position are in the profit. And there are gonna be other 10,000 people, and outside is raining and gray, and they are like much more sad, and they are like, I don't know what to do. Like I wanna trade, but then and then other side gonna be people who are already trading 2 days ago. They still holding our trades. And so on. Like we have all those different emotions. It's all in here in the charts. Like it's an example. It's I was doing something here. So we have human emotion. So you see, like all this, it's strong pattern, strong on your face with different emotion of the human. So if you look in your heartbeat, it's the same thing. It is emotion. It's moving. Same thing if you're looking like lie detector charts. Same thing, patterns everywhere. Human psychology, same thing, patterns. What is above, it is below. Full of patterns. Philosophy, same thing, all patterns. Everything, every word what we say, everything what we do, underneath it is a pattern. So words what we say, same thing. If you look in those pictures, you see those patterns. Everything is pattern. Like emotional spiral. Everything is going up and down, different colors, different vibrations. It's all patterns, spiritual patterns. Like everything is full of knowledge and words, and everything is, it's wisdom. We don't see it, but we can see it when we learn enough. Valuable lessons what this world is offer. yeah, to learn those patterns, figure out, like example, this one here, but he was talking the same thing yesterday. So now there is good example how actually market makers change with the human psychology, with the market makers patterns. So you see human pattern here. You see human pattern here. You know, it's a behavior pattern of the behavior. And now you see when the market makers is changing the market structure. So now, so this one here is a market maker pattern. So it's a kind of same thing when you're a beginner and you're trading something. Let's say you're trading something, and 1 week every trade is like boom boom, ooh, all like nice trades, I make some profit, everything is good. And next week is like you get hit, you get stopped out, and you lose money, and then you want to trade more and you lose, and most likely you're gonna lose all your money, and then you're like, what happened? Like, what happened? It's the same thing. You have to realize when market makers are changing the, you know, different behaviors, they're going and that thing, it's all emotion, what's going up and down and then changing, because market makers are super smart. Like, they are teams with super smart people, and they want your money. So you have to be very clear what you see. Like, you literally, like, discipline and just wait when everything is plays out. Like, absolutely everything. Like, sometimes I'm waiting like 9 confirmations to take a trade, and then I'm gonna take the trade when everything is plays out. Example here. Let's gonna do this example. So I'm gonna make this example very fast, because I wanna just show you, like, if you're patient enough, like the risk reward ratio behind the patient, it is crazy. So I'm gonna do first thing first. I'm gonna do a little bit faster, because I'm gonna show you something, like how many confirmations I can actually have before I take my trade. It is super important thing. So even right now here, let's say we have first confirmation, this rejection high here, and we're looking sell. The second confirmation, we have the pullback area, again sell side. So now if you're gonna zoom in here, so we have human bearish pattern here, so breaking retest. So this is our third confirmation here. So now we have this full extension movement. Oh, we have this full extension movement upsides. After that, you see this impulse candlestick, but violates the rules of that human structure pattern. After the break in structure, I'm gonna show you how this candlestick actually close above it. So you see huge this movement, close above it. So again, we're going in a bearish side. So that's our fourth confirmation. And now when we look in a one leg structure, so we have this, after this retest, this was the extension, maximum extension movement. What is breaking structure, retest, and going down. So that's our fifth confirmation already here. So fifth. So now we have level of the holder. So now we have the level of the holder here, and we break below and retest it. So that's our sixth confirmation here. So now let's bring our bearish trend line in. So this is our bearish trend line. Like we see, we close under, retest, and going lower. So that's our 7th confirmation. And the same time, when you're looking this, like when you're looking this in a higher time frame, this was our extension movement, like same thing, but if you're looking above the holder level, and if you remember when we're looking this impulse candlestick, what violates those rules, we have exactly the same thing here. This impulse candlestick close above absolutely everything, like whole structure. So this is our 8th confirmation already. Again, bearish sides. And now, if you like, now you have all those confirmation and to take the trades, so your trade will be here. Your short will be here after this retest. So everything, when all those plays out, you already see how everything works. Stop loss above last week high. Your take profit will be last level of the holder, what is down here. You see after the retest, you see. So this will be your take profit area. And if you bring down this one here, I want to put stop loss a little bit, this one. Like this one maybe, but the principle is above last week high. So this is above last week high. So I have a question now. If you're looking at risk reward ratio and you're looking all those informations, so we have 8 confirmation to go short. And now if you're patient enough and you see all those things, so that's your trade, and your risk reward ratio is 22. Like that's the reward when you can actually master your patience, master the discipline. That's your risk reward ratio. Very bright and clear. Like let's say you have the first confirmation, you already want to trade. Yeah, most likely you can trade. But I'm talking about a little bit much more deeper information, how you can read the market makers and think one step ahead of market makers. The people, the teams, they playing with the trillions. So how you can make a very good trade to just open your eyes and look what is in front of you. Patterns, trend lines, emotions, words, you know, it's all moving there, up and down, up and down. Philosophy, it's all there. So I'm gonna finish today that video. Nice talk. If you have questions, you can ask comments, write the comments, or I put my Discord link down where we all talk there. We have nice community there. People are speaking, finding answers, have questions. Like that's a good if you have question, you know, that's a very important thing, because if you have question, that means you know or something. And I'm gonna answer those questions. It's super sunny day today. I wish very profitable day everyone, and I see you next video, or I'm gonna see you in the Discord. Ciao.